stuff. So like I could, if you're an identical twin, you could go murder somebody and be like,
yep, that one did it. Wow, you took that to the extreme.
Real dark.
Right.
Yes, you got Sam P. He was like, Sam was like, don't come over here. You might want to like stay on that side of the wall. He was like, what? What is going on? Like, what's happening? I was like, just stay over there.
Yeah.
We're okay.
That was funny.
So anyway, welcome, ladies, to our first Less Chalk, More Talk, right? Did I say it right? Less Chalk, More Talk. I am Christina, and this is
Leanne.
And I'm Megan.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Are you guys excited?
So excited.
Very excited.
Okay, so I know this is not my first time, but this is your guys' first time. So any like feelings that you had before you did it? Like, were you guys like, no, I don't want to do that?
I think I didn't really know what it was.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I thought we were coming on Norm's podcast.
Yes.
And he was just in charge of it, and we were just guests for one time.
That's
I think
exactly
that's what you said to me.
Yes, because
she was like, there's more than one?
I literally, like, I showed up to 5:30 a.m. and I was like, oh, so Christina, like, you know, what time do you need us to come? And this is just like a one-time thing, right? And she's like, no.
I'm
And
like,
then-
this is just the first episode.
Yeah, and then everyone in the gym in the class was like, Megan doesn't know what she signed herself up for. And I was like, no, not at all. I'm like, I'm ready to do it, though. Let's do it.
I know. I also said to Megan and to Arnell, I had said, does anybody want to listen to me talk more than once? Because I'll talk forever. But do people want to hear
Especially about CrossFit
Mm-hmm.
all day.
I mean, I think they do. I want to hear you talk.
Oh, good.
I can hear you real well, too. So yeah, no, that was funny because when I was talking to Megan, she was like, oh, I'm like, well, we could do it as little or as much as we want. Like, we don't have to do it like every week. Like, you know, Norm does his every week and Bino does his like every 3 weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it as much or as little as we want. So
Yeah.
just depending. I think it'll be really cool though, like when we come back from the games to do one to kind of talk about that.
Kind of talk some dirt.
Yeah. Talk about everything that happened, what went down. So
yeah, there's some pretty interesting things going on right now with the CrossFit games and the teams.
Yeah.
especially.
Oh, I was gonna talk. So we'll just talk about it because I was gonna like, you know, go through our list of stuff.
I was waiting.
We're already talk about it.
I was waiting for that segment. I'm like,
yeah.
I got some.
No,
I got
just
some
go ahead.
things.
Yeah, like let's talk about that. Like I saw that like another team got like disqualified
Mm-hmm.
for drugs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
4 teams in 1 week.
In 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
It is. And it's actually kind of sad too because it's not just doesn't hinder you and the rest of the teammates that you're on, but it hinders everybody else that was competing. at
Right.
those
So
games.
like those other teams too, they said that they're not bringing any more teams. Like if whoever's disqualified, they're just disqualified, but they're not filling their spots.
Right.
So that sucks for those teams that were like pretty close.
Mhm.
And now like that's not fair to them.
Exactly.
That they, you know, they followed the rules and these teams got disqualified. So now there's 4 teams, 4
Mhm.
open spots.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
And-
they fill them?
In one gym, pretty big in particular, CrossFit Invictus.
Yes.
Yep. Big
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. When I saw that one, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
We were saying too that the guilt you would have, imagine if you're an individual competitor, like, okay, like who's that hurt?
Yeah.
Yourself, that's it.
Yeah.
But can you imagine letting your team down like that?
Right.
Like I would
I
feel
can't
terrible.
imagine though that their team doesn't know. Like they work together all the time. Like they're together like a ton probably. How do they not know if one of their teammates is using, you know what I mean? Like you can tell, can't you?
I don't
I
know.
think it's like they
Never
can
tried.
easily. Yeah, right. I feel like they could easily.
Do we want to fight? No, I'm just kidding. I'd like to be more jacked.
I feel like they could easily sneak stuff into like their pre-workout, their
Yeah.
after workout, like during the training session, and no one would know. It's like it's a
Yeah,
powder.
that's
They would
true.
just think, oh, okay, like they're recovering, or
Yeah.
they're getting ready for their next session.
I wonder too if some of these are like accidental or if they're like on purpose, like they're taking like a supplement. Because sometimes like if you take a supplement and you
Right.
don't know that it has something in it, like,
Right.
you know, you get it off Amazon or something and you don't know how they're packaging it, and then you take it and you don't know if that's like
Yeah. Which
something
games
you're not
athlete
supposed to
did
take.
that last year?
The
Individual girl games athlete
one,
who
Emily Abbott, or the other one. When I can't remember, she had gotten 5th, and then she had gotten 10th, and then she got whoever moved up or something in her position.
Yeah. It was, I don't know who it was, but it was someone who they were crying and they were like, I didn't know that this supplement had this in it.
The tainted
like,
meat.
The tainted, yes. Like it is pretty sad, but at the same time, there's so many games athletes that understand what is in stuff and goes into their bodies.
Yeah.
And they're so like, they
You
make
have to
sure
be like
that
extra
everything-
careful.
Yeah, and that's what it is to be a games athlete. Like you have to make sure everything is pure that is going
Yeah.
into your body. Like, and how many years have you been doing it? And
Yeah,
this new
you should
supplement
know,
comes
yeah.
out. Like maybe you shouldn't test that.
Right,
you
especially
know?
now, like
Yeah.
when you're about to go to the games, like that's probably not smart.
Well, the one guy on the team said that he took supplements because he thought he was done competing. And then they asked him to be on this team and his wife. And then I believe he didn't test positive, but he admitted he did it, but his wife tested positive.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but
So I wonder why they would still let them be on the team if they already knew, like, you know what I mean?
I don't know if they knew he was taking supplements, or taking peds. Like, I don't know if
Right.
his teammates knew that.
Oh, so he didn't say like, hey, before you guys put me on your team.
Right. But he
Just
knew
so you're
that
aware.
he had done it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he straight up said, he's like, yes, I did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least he was honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it still sucks for the team because now they can't, you know.
Right.
Now, do they get disqualified? Like, do they have to, like, you know, like the games athlete, they get like a suspension, right? Like, you can't compete for
It's
like a
a
couple
4-year
years.
ban.
4
So
years.
do they get a 4-year ban too as a team, or do they just get to put other people on their team?
I think it's just the athletes are banned, and then next year the other ones can compete again.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, because then that would suck if like their whole team was like,
Mm-hmm.
you got your whole team has a 4-year ban, you can't come back.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
But anyways, so
A lot of drama.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would never. I don't think I could even do it
Well,
if I
and
wanted
the
to.
the thing about it too is like I just don't understand why people take supplements in the first place. Like especially if you're such a great athlete and you already looked at the way you do, what is the advantage of taking supplements? Like it hinders your health.
Well, I wonder
And-
what like supplements how though, like because like sometimes you have to like when you get older you have to take like vitamins and stuff for your bones and stuff for your muscles and stuff like that. So those types of things are things that you actually need. Like Bino takes like stuff for his muscles and his bones because you know when you hit over a certain age you gotta like keep your body strong and keep
Sure.
it going, especially when you like work out as much as he does.
Sure.
So like you gotta like supplement what you're losing
Mm-hmm.
when you get older.
Sure. And that kind of stuff, like, I can understand, I can agree with. But what I don't agree with is, like, why are you enhancing your performance? That,
Yeah.
like, the supplements that enhance your performance when you're already doing so well, like, I can understand why somebody would want to do that. But if you weren't even going to compete
Yeah.
and you're already a great athlete and you're like, oh, yeah, I just decided to take them because I knew I wasn't going to compete. Why?
Yeah.
What's the point? Like,
yeah.
I just
It
don't
might be an
understand.
ego thing, I think.
Probably.
Especially like for guys. Like I think they like, you know, I want to look strong, I want to look muscular, I want to, you know, lift more weight.
Absolutely. I can see that, but I would never want to put my body through that. I don't know.
No, I agree. I couldn't do it if I tried.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to be a little more jacked, but I'll do it the old. Well, I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I'm gonna try the old fashioned way and just work out. I'm gonna try and eat healthy and not eat those 4 packs of Gushers that I have on the counter in there right now.
I just bought a 62-ounce thing of peanut M&Ms from Costco. So
Ooh, those are Gabby's favorite. That's a big container.
yeah, it is, and I will.
And
eat
you'll
that
eat it all
myself. Adam
in, like,
doesn't
2
eat
days?
chocolate. Yeah, Adam doesn't eat chocolate, so I'll just eat that all.
How
myself.
is he doing on those Sour Patch Kids?
Still
Stop
not. Still not open. It's still not open. So
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I know you're not.
They probably would have been gone if they were here. If I would have kept them, I would have eat them already.
Yeah, he has some kind of self-control I wish I did have, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I hear a little buzzing. Something's buzzing. Okay, so let's talk about real quick. I like telling my stories of like how I started CrossFit and if I liked it in the beginning or if I hated it or I don't think I've ever heard your story, Megan.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So how did you find Caliber and like what did you think like when you first started coming there?
So before I started CrossFit, I was a big swimmer and a big runner. And I had just finished grad school and I landed a job here in Chicago. And I was living in an apartment over in Schaumburg for a full year before getting into CrossFit. But I had been running and I was kind of getting tired of running all the time and doing elliptical stuff at the gym that I was part of. And I was like, all right, well, my sister has told me multiple times, like I said, I had just moved to Chicago, just gotten a new job, didn't really know anybody except for Adam. And I was like, I need to meet friends. Like I figured I'd meet friends through work, but all my coworkers were much older than me, like, 50s and 60s. Oh, wow. And, so my thought process was when I had first started, I'll meet people through work and, I'll meet people through Adam and all this stuff. But when it came down to it, it proved to be much harder than I thought it was going to be. And like I said, after a year of kind of doing my own thing and running and kind of losing my motivation, my sister told me, she said, hey, I do CrossFit. I've been doing CrossFit I think she was doing CrossFit for 3 years. And then she was like, I've met a lot of great friends through CrossFit. I think that's what you could do too. So I started looking up some places that was close by. And the first gym that came up was CrossFit Roselle. But I didn't want to do CrossFit Roselle because Adam's sister and brother-in-law, they went to CrossFit Roselle.
Right, yeah. I remember you telling me that.
And I kind of wanted to like make my own friends and do my own thing. Like,
because if you went there, you probably felt like, you were like part of them.
Yeah. And not just that, but like, I feel like I would have to be friends with the people that they were friends with. And I was like, I just want to meet my own group of people. Yeah. I want to be my own person. I want to do my own thing. So then, CrossFit Caliber came up and it wasn't too much further away from where I was living. So I started at CrossFit Caliber and first meeting Arnell, he asked me like, oh, what are you doing at CrossFit? And I didn't want to tell him, well, I'm here to meet friends. So I told him, I said, oh, I'm just here to, not get fat.
That's awesome. I wonder if Arnell has like a list of stories that he has in his head from people that like come in to like, so what brought you through the doors? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I just don't want to be fat, or I was lonely.
Oh, sure. I'm sure he's got plenty of stories. Yeah. And he tells me to this day that he remembers me specifically because I was like, oh, I just don't want to get fat. And like, like I think when I had first started CrossFit Caliber, it was actually boot camp style.
Oh, I remember when he used to do that.
Yeah. So it wasn't actual CrossFit classes. It was just kind of like a boot camp thing that he was doing. So I was like, oh, this is a great way. Like, haven't ran in a while, so I'll just build up my cardio through this boot camp thing. Yeah. And I think after like one class, Arnell was like, no, you're doing a regular class. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So
what was your first workout?
Oh gosh.
Do you remember?
I don't know if I remember. I remember just, I don't even know. No. It's been so long. I think it's been 4 years.
You don't remember? Well, then it must not have been bad because I remember my first workout because it was awful. So if you don't remember, it must have not been that bad.
Well, the thing is like I've always been a person that is up for a challenge, and I love competing. Like that was my whole.
You do? No.
Yeah. I mean, like I like just all through my entire life has always been competing in swimming.
Yeah.
And that was my main focus. That was my, you know, my sport in life. And then, you know, you kind of fall out of it when you go through high school and you don't go on to college for something that you want to do, but something pulls you back, like physical injuries or anything like that. Then, you know, you kind of get in this weird place where you're like, well, I knew I was meant to do more.
Yeah.
And then you kind of lose it. And then I found CrossFit and I was like, I kind of found my edge again.
Yeah.
And it feels great to
and you're good at it.
well, and it's nice to know that like I can go in and bust my butt and do like a 10-minute workout and be okay for the rest of the day and know I'm still being healthy because I'm eating right and doing all these things, and I just feel more like myself again than I did those years where I just kind of felt lost.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that was my way to CrossFit caliber.
Did you make friends?
Yeah. Did you make friends? Did you make any friends?
I think I made some pretty good friends. 2 of them sitting right here in front of me.
What about you?
So I found CrossFit on Groupon.
Groupon.
Yep. So I was playing soccer. I played soccer a lot. I played Sunday night. I played Monday night. I played Friday night. I played on Saturday. I was always playing soccer. So I just wanted something in between that. So when I first, I did a Saturday class that was for free, the trial. And then after that, it was 10 classes on Groupon.
Yeah.
And then back then, Arnell had a thing where you could buy a 10 class punch
like a
card.
punch card?
Yep. And I did that. And for many years, I just did Wednesday and Friday mornings and then Saturday. And then I started coming on Sunday and Monday and then Tuesday
and then every
Wednesday.
Day. And then you just moved in.
Yeah. And I quit playing soccer. That was a big change because playing soccer, that took a lot out of me. It was really hard on my body. I was playing in a league.
Harder than CrossFit?
It was. And so when you get to be a certain age, women quit playing soccer because they're having families and you cannot find women's teams, right?
Yeah.
So you play in co-ed teams. The co-ed teams I was playing on, I ended up on teams with a bunch of people that were 8, 9 years younger than me. And it just wasn't the right place for me. And I couldn't really find a team of all women, or I didn't like playing in women's leagues.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't. It wasn't for me. So I kind of got done with that and picked up the CrossFit a bit, and that was that.
That was the end of the
My first workout I do remember, though, was a Fight Gone Bad style one, and it was
your favorite.
Not my favorite. I hate Fight Gone Bad style
Really?
work.
I love Fight Gone Bad. I like the different like movements. I don't like to like just do one movement over and over and over again. Like I like the variety.
Well, I do agree with that, but I don't like that it's not like get to 50 and stop.
Yeah.
Like it's like do it for a minute and get what you can.
Right, yeah.
Well, I don't like that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Sometimes I feel that way, like a whole minute. I have to do this for a whole minute. I don't want to.
Yeah. But when I first started there at Caliber, you could only go at 5:30 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We didn't have Tuesday, Thursday. They didn't come till later. So it took a while to get where I came as often as I did.
But and you've been there a while now. Like, how long?
It will be 8 years in September.
Oh my God, 8 years.
I know.
That's crazy.
Long time.
I always feel like I've been there less time than I actually have. I'm like, no, I just started here. And I'm like, we're going on like 4 years, right? 4 years? Yeah. I was like, what? When did that happen?
I would tell you I've been doing it like 2. I'm obviously still 30. So
right? We're not aging either.
No, not at all. Age is just a number.
Yeah, that's funny. So I actually found CrossFit through Bino. He actually started before me, like almost a whole month before I did. And then he came home one day and he's like, you just gotta go. He's like, you're gonna love it. And I was like, no, that's stupid. And he just was like flat out, like I had seen CrossFit before. Actually one of my friends from high school did CrossFit, and he would post these workouts, and I'm like, that's just stupid. Who does that? Like that's just so dumb. And then so he was like, just try it. You got to give it a try. Try one class. And I'm like, fine. So I did. I went, and I think I was there with Liz. It was me, Liz, and Arnell, and we did Cindy. And I thought I was going to die. And when I'm like knee push-ups, which were like super bad. I mean, they're still pretty bad, but ring rows, like my squats, like I remember getting in the car when I was done and sitting there for a minute and like, I can't even move my arms. Like I literally could not move my arms. Like, and I came from like, you guys came from like doing sporty stuff. I play softball. And that's like only in the summer and the fall. So that's not like an all year round thing. I wasn't working out. I wasn't active. I wasn't like a awesome high school athlete. Like, so I just pretty much came off the couch and I was like, nope, never doing this again. I came home. I remember I walked in the door and I remember Bino was like so excited. He's like, how'd it go? Like, did you love it? Did you love it? And I was like, fuck you. Fuck that place. And I'm never going back. And he was like, what? Like, he was so shocked. He's like, I swear I thought you were going to love it. I was like, no. I'm like, I can't move any part of my body. That was awful. I never want to do that again, like, ever in my life.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you got to go back one more. I'm like, no, I'm not. And it took me a couple days. And then finally, I think I finally went back.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I guess I liked the second class, but I don't remember what it was. But I felt better.
Yeah.
And now I go more than he does.
Yeah. You know, Leanne and I talk about this quite a bit, and it's the workouts are great, but really like you keep going back for the people.
Yeah, for sure.
I make it to 5:30 a.m. so I can see all my people.
Yeah.
You know, like I make it to a certain class so I can see my people.
Yeah.
Like we die with each other.
Yeah.
We encourage each other.
I agree.
And that's where you really do find like a lot of friendships, and that's
I agree.
I went for.
I was actually telling him a couple weeks ago that I started going back to 5:30 because I was like, because I miss you guys.
Yeah,
like, I don't get to see you as much. Like I see you when I come in at 6:30, and you guys are still hanging out.
And it's a quick like, yeah.
It's not really quick, but but I was like, I miss working out with you guys. Like I miss working out with my 5:30 a.m. crew people.
Yeah.
Like I like going at 6:30, but I love everybody at Caliber. Like, don't get me wrong, but like you guys are the people that like when I started, that's who I started working out with.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just, like I like that group.
You got roots.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is great and we enjoy everybody on
Yeah.
anytime we see them. But I will say that, I don't have anything to do in summer. Like my days are pretty wide open.
Yeah.
And there are days that I will still get up and go to 5:30 a.m. because I see all, our people are signed up. And I was like, ooh, like I'm going to have to just pop it. I mean, not every day. I used to go every day in the summer at 5:30 a.m. And Eric was like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, just settle down.
Yeah, because you don't want to miss out. Like I do. There are
Yeah.
some days where I feel like everybody's there and I'm the only one not there. And I'm like, oh,
Right.
I feel so left out.
If I had to get up by myself at 4:50 in the morning to go to a gym that I don't talk to anybody at, I would never go.
Oh, it would have never happened.
And so it's
I agree.
And it's what I say. Like
90% of what gets me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
90% of what gets me up in the morning is everybody else. Like today, I was like, oh, Leanne and Megan are going to be at the gym. Oh, I should just get up and go. Like,
yeah.
We thought it was just an understood plan that you were coming. We were ready. You had sent that workout.
I was ready to go. I was writing it on the board before you even had the chance to say no.
I didn't. I was like, I saw that you guys were signed up, and I was like, oh, I'll sign up. And I just always assume you guys have like a partner WOW that you're gonna do.
Oh, you
and I know
one.
I had sent you that one, but I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll do it another day or whatever. And then you're like, oh, we're doing this workout, right? I'm like, oh. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
Christina,
send it.
What's your plan? I don't know.
What's
I'm like,
your
yeah,
plan?
you
Yep,
do. It's this.
This is your plan.
As I'm writing it. Yeah.
You send it, it will happen.
I did. I actually have like 3 more that I found.
There we
so,
go.
Like, I'm like super excited to try them.
Awesome.
All right.
We are too.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to figure out a day this week maybe or next week, whenever.
Well, I have open gym at 7:30 on Thursday if you
I
are available.
I have a playoff game that you're
Thursday morning, 7:30.
Oh, 7:30. Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I think I'm already signed up. So
I know.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's funny. So you guys ready for the games?
I'm ready.
think so.
I'm so excited.
I am freaking excited.
Oh, because this is your first time.
This is my first time.
I forgot.
I was supposed to go last year and
Yeah.
then COVID. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait. Like,
I'm back.
I'm just
You're going to love it.
I'm so excited. I'm going to be like,
You're going to be like a little kid in a candy store.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You're going to be like, oh my God.
yeah. I'm going to be like, oh, it's Katrin. It's Katrin. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, no, but you don't know.
It's fun.
So excited.
It is.
Yeah.
When
There's
they
a
moved
lot
it to
going on.
Madison, it was, this is my version of the Super Bowl. So I live for this. I just like to go and watch. These people are amazing. Like you
I
think
know.
you're slightly decent at working out and you're not. So
Yeah.
they put that all
Yeah.
into perspective too. And they're just also, I don't know,
They're
impressive.
Just, yeah, they
Yeah.
are. To watch them live too is so super cool.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. It's remarkable what their bodies can do under so much strain and pressure. Like they've trained their bodies to do this and to have all this endurance and cardio and stamina and to get through all these movements. And it's like Leanne said, you think you're good, and then you
watch them,
and then you watch them, and they finish like this 4 rounds for time that's supposed to take the average person 20 minutes, and they finish it in 9.
Yeah.
I'm like, how? How? It's so amazing.
Or
Yeah.
even with how they structured it this year where they had people have the opportunity to do quarterfinals.
Mhm.
Like,
oh yeah,
even being a part of that. So that was, how many workouts? 5 in
5 and
3
4
days.
Yeah.
It was 4 days.
yeah,
And they had those certain time limits. And first of all, you have a job. So
Mhm.
that made it hard too.
yeah.
But even with that, the last day I was literally crying. My abs hurt and my body hurt and I wasn't okay.
Oh, that one workout
Yeah.
that you guys had to do.
Yeah, with
like-
the snatches and burpees.
Yeah. I went to
Yeah.
go warm up with the barbell and I started
one,
crying.
Yeah.
the one with the GHD and the rope climbs.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
That one was crazy. That looked hard. It looked so hard.
It was hard, but then it destroyed you for that. But
For the rest
just
of the day. For
the-
rest of the weekend.
Yeah,
right. And that was just 5 workouts. They're going to do 15
yeah.
Right.
this weekend.
And then
that-
like not even know what they are either. So then like imagine like
Mhm.
not knowing what they are until that like 10 minutes before you're about to do it. Like, oh, okay, here you go. You're going to do all of you're going to deadlift, you're going to snatch, you're going to do
Right.
some burpees and
Right.
box
Well,
jump overs, whatever.
I think we know what a few events are,
Mhm.
but we won't know all of them.
Yeah.
Which is also exciting. It's
Yeah.
fun to know what the first few are, but it'll be great to just have the rest of it as a surprise.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I'd be interested to see a few years ago he had that workout Chaos, where the only people who knew the workout were him and the judges.
Yeah.
So nobody knew
Oh.
what
But they were in
going.
the
Oh.
room, right? And then they came out, and then they were like, okay, this is what you're doing.
No, they didn't tell him. It was like, okay, start rowing. We'll tell you when to stop.
Oh.
Or like start
Oh.
doing. Okay, now do burpees. We'll tell you when to stop. I don't remember
Arnell, don't get any ideas.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. If
Don't do
Arnell
it.
is
No,
listening,
Arnell,
do not.
We don't want that.
Wow.
Right.
That
Can you
would-
imagine we'll walk in the gym and Arnell's going to be like, okay, guys, so you wanted this. So get on the rower. I'll tell you when to get off. And then I'm going to tell you what you're going to do when you're done.
3,000 calorie row.
Stop it. No.
I know the first event.
Stop. I will leave.
Yeah.
I literally will like turn around and walk out of the gym.
Yeah.
Be like, no,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Another big difference, though, that from this year, from being in Madison 2 years ago, too, is remember that was the year in 2019 they had the super teams. So a lot of the teams were made up of individual athletes.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Right.
Okay.
So that's no longer allowed. And I feel that I love watching the teams, but I
Yeah.
don't know who the individuals on the
Are
teams are
anymore,
yeah.
as well as I do know the individuals.
Yeah,
Right.
that are
I
there.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I do love watching the team workouts. And I heard, which I don't know, don't know where I heard this, that it's going to be structured a little bit differently to try and have people spread out a little bit more with COVID.
Oh,
Who was telling us that?
So
Megan?
maybe they'll have more.
Maybe
heats?
Arnell was telling
Like
us.
something where they were going to have something like, you'll have individual men's going on at the same time as teams so that people are in separate spots watching.
Oh.
But I don't know. I don't know if the schedules come out yet.
Well, I know
don't
there was
have
a couple
schedule.
events when we went 2 years ago where they had like the teens and the masters going on during some of the individual ones.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's always
because
been
like we
that.
walked over and like that is really cool to watch. Like the
yeah.
teens and the masters are super cool to watch.
Very cool.
So,
Again, masters that are well into their 50s and 60s and can do more shit than anybody else in this room. Like,
for sure. There was a couple people that we were watching when we went, and I was like, I can't do that. I'm half your age.
And some 14-year-olds too doing some pretty impressive stuff.
Oh man, yeah.
The teens always impress me. Like the things that they can do, like, is so cool. Like the teens in our gym, like they're so amazing. Like just when I watched them and they like Jace when he was doing like his muscle up thing the other day.
Yeah,
I was just like, look at him. Like he just. And to him, he's like, what? This is not a big deal. For us, we're like, it's amazing.
it's a big
so
deal.
Cool.
It's kind of one of those sports where it's kind of really evolved.
Yeah.
You know, like CrossFit first started a couple, like 10 years ago when Annie was just getting her first muscle up. Like that was how you made it to the games. You got one muscle up.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, you have to do 100 muscle ups for time. And then your time cap is 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of teens now that are coming up that are growing up with the sport, unlike people who had just found the sport at 20 and are in their 30s now that are, sticking with it. But you have all these teens that are now 14, 15, 16 years old that grew up with CrossFit, and they're leading the pack.
Yeah.
And there's a couple.
I feel like it's helping them too, like in their other sports that they're doing.
Absolutely.
Like Isabel, my daughter who does CrossFit, she plays softball and she like crushes the ball now. Like it's insane to watch her bat and actually like her throwing. I was playing catch with her the other day and she was like whipping the ball at me and I'm like, okay, stop. Like I'm scared to like catch the ball from her, but like it's making them stronger. Like Jace does wrestling and football too. So I'm sure like that's helping him with it.
And it's kind of like, it's the sport of fitness.
It is.
You have a base foundation for every sport with CrossFit.
Yeah.
Right. You absolutely do. That's something I always tell Arnell at the gym is I wish that I had known about this or it was around. Well, I guess it didn't come out to like what, 2005, 2001 when did CrossFit start? But with that being said, I wish I
look that up.
I just wish it was around or I had known about it when I was in college playing a sport because, it's kind of funny. I found my manual, my weightlifting manual from college, and I was way faster then, but much stronger now. But I was just saying, if I was training soccer and doing CrossFit, I can only imagine how much progress there would be with that.
For sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
2007, first CrossFit.
Oh, 2007.
But like actual CrossFit.
Actual CrossFit first, like
not
when
games.
It was like created.
I think it's 2001 or 2005 or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to say 2000.
I want to say 2001.
I wish I had started it if it was 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
So
that's
it
crazy.
was there. We just didn't know.
We just didn't know it.
Exactly.
Needed to be in Santa Cruz or wherever.
Right. And now look at all these years later.
Yeah.
Took that much to ramp up the publicity.
Well, I think everybody thought it was crazy too. Like I said earlier,
people
like,
still think it's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. Anytime I tell people who don't do CrossFit that I do CrossFit, the look is like,
I get works like,
why do you do that?
Yeah, I get looks like that at work all the time. They're like, well, I couldn't just do what you do, and I'm like, but you could.
But you could.
Like, I started out the exact same way as anybody else.
Yeah,
with a PVC pipe.
Yep.
Squatting with a PVC pipe, nothing heavier. Doing ring rows, doing knee push-ups, like. Yeah. Everybody has a base foundation and you just grow upon it.
Yeah.
And
so, I feel like it's a mentality too. Like you mentally, if you tell yourself I can't do that, then you're just not going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It doesn't even matter if you try it or if you don't try it.
Yeah. It definitely is about mentality. I would agree with that for sure.
Yeah. Cause I'm telling you, I did not want to do it. I was like, nope.
But it's so nice, coming in, you have someone who is telling you what to do. It's not like when you walk into a Globo gym, like at least for myself, I'd find myself, I walk in there, I wouldn't know what to do. And that is after, being in weightlifting programs and fitness programs.
Yeah.
Right.
But once again, those were just handed to me and I opened the book and I just did it.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, I just need somebody to tell me what to do. And then like some of the like regular just like body weight boot camps, those weren't what I needed in my life either. Like with CrossFit, they give you, you know, constantly varied. So that's what you need. And it's someone telling you, do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're gone in an hour.
Right.
And it's not, you know, well, I mean, sometimes we like to turn it into a 3-hour experience, but it doesn't have to be.
There was a day last week I walked in with Isa and Leon was there and, you were there and you looked at me and you were like, what are you doing here? And I was like, what do you mean? What am I doing here? It's 7:30. And you were like, oh, crap. We've been sitting here for 2 hours. I'm like, yeah. It's 7:30. Leon's like, well, I was going to go home, but now I'm just going to go get coffee. Who wants coffee?
Yeah.
That was because I had to come back and coach.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Oopsie.
So who do we think is going to take home titles this year?
I mean, the women's side's looking really strong.
Yeah.
Like they said that, what is it, 13? Norm? 13 returning athletes that have been to the games before on the women's side.
I think it's 15.
Oh, 15.
15,
Yeah.
It's 15. So yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of really strong looking women like Tia-Clair Toomey,
obviously. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Brooke Wells is training with them now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and she did
well at the what was that? That Mid-Atlantic I said it right this time. Mid-Atlantic CrossFit sanctionals or semifinals.
Yeah. So she did good. You know, Annie's back.
Yep.
Katrin,
Kara
Saunders.
Yep.
You know, it's
Amanda Barnhart, Haley Adams,
I
Carrie
know.
Pierce.
There's so many.
I like how you just rolled your eye when you said her name. You
I don't
make
have
that
to
obvious at all.
I respect
She's good
her.
at working out.
I respect her. There's so many women though that I just want to see podium.
Yeah.
Like there's so many. I especially want to see Haley Adams.
I do
She's
too.
working her ass off.
I feel like
love
she's
her.
like the biggest chance to give Tia a run for her money.
Her and Mallory O'Brien though. She kind of
and Emma Carey, the tweeners or the teeners.
Yeah.
The teenagers.
Yeah. I think Emma Carey still might need another year or two for podium, but I think Mallory has a good chance.
Yeah. Do you guys follow Danielle Brandon?
I do.
The girl with the blue hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a beast.
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
She was demo team last year.
I was going to say she demoed last year.
Yeah.
And you know who's back too is Jessica Griffith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Was
still
she
kind of
demo
iffy
too?
about her.
Was she part of the demo team last year too?
I don't remember if she was on demo
I don't
team.
think so.
She has been on the demo team, but 2 years ago she was on CrossFit Krypton with Camila LeBlanc-Bazinet, Cody Mooney, and Alex Smith. So
very cool.
Yeah, Jessica Griffith will be interesting, and Danny Spiegel.
Yeah, Danny Spiegel and Bethany Shadburn.
Yes, I'm so
who
excited
I do
for her.
love.
See, like there's so many people that I just want to see.
It's going to be hard.
I know.
And Laura Horvath. I would love for her to make a comeback.
Oh,
what
my
was it
gosh.
in 2018? She got second.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then she got hurt.
Well, and then she was having like.
Wait, is she the one that got hurt during the games one year?
No, Camila.
With her back?
Which one?
Somebody had a shoulder thing.
That was Camila LeBlanc-Bazinet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But Laura Horvath, like I've just been waiting for her to make her comeback.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's always had the battle of the handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Those
hopefully.
Brutal.
But what was like whatever sanctional she competed in or semifinal, whatever we call them now, she I remember it had handstand push-ups in it, and she did really well in that workout.
Yeah.
So I never watched it or really followed up with it because I think it was an online one.
Oh, okay.
And but I do believe that she placed really well in the one she had the handstand push-ups in.
Nice.
So,
yep, she's coming back.
I know. And you know, they had brought that up once in a interview when they were talking about her, about how they're like, we don't get why she hasn't filled this hole in her training. And I do feel like the thing is Annie Thorsdottir talked about it. She has been working on it, but so has everybody else. Right.
Yeah.
So for her to catch up with that,
it's just a little bit harder.
It's like double time for her. Yeah.
I mean, they act like it's easy.
Yeah.
Well,
and she has a new coach.
Yes. And that's also the great thing about CrossFit too, is that you can track your own personal gains. So like, you know, maybe Laura had some issues with handstand push-ups a few years ago, but like the progress that she has made, like let's say she can only do 20 strict handstand push-ups
Only
in a
20.
row. Now she
No.
can do 50.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is so much progress.
Yeah.
And against other women who have already been able to maybe to do 50 strict handstand push-ups, like now she's leveled the playing field, but these women have also still been working on it. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's always great to see your own personal gains
Right.
through it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's more important than anything else too, though.
Yeah.
Like, because if you don't see it personally for yourself, and like everybody else sees it, and you don't see it, you lose motivation to do those things.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, like today with the double unders, like I wasn't gonna do them. I was like, no, it's cool. I suck at them, so I'll just do singles instead.
Yeah.
And then like the fact that you guys made me do them honestly made me appreciate it more.
It's
like
the
it
time to
actually made me
practice,
feel
like
better.
Leanne said,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's funny too, because I distinctly remember you saying before the workout, okay, fine, I'll just do 25. And then you got to 25 and Leanne was like, okay.
You're gonna keep going?
Yeah.
She was all ready to go too, and I totally forgot that I had said 25.
Uh-huh.
So I was just like, okay, better hurry up. Like I gotta do 50 of these.
I
I'm,
was
like,
thinking
going.
oh no, she's doing all 50.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking that's what Leanne was like, okay, you're at 25, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that I said I was only gonna.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I now wish I had only done 25, but
but now look at you.
I know.
That was great.
They were hard.
Well, and I didn't know if you were going to stop at 25 double unders and then switch to
singles.
like, and do 50 singles.
Yeah.
But I didn't think you were done at 25.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be something else.
Something else, just not
There was
more
something
doubles.
else in there. Whatever it was up to you.
I know. I just kept thinking, like, oh, I'm so slow. So slow. I'm
We didn't have
slowing
anywhere
you
to be.
guys down. I'm slowing you down.
Nope. Not
So,
at all.
nothing but time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Not to go back to the games, but I'm going back to that.
Yeah.
You know what else, because of that whole drama with that other athlete will be there is Sam Briggs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, an oldie but a goodie
Yeah.
as well. You never know how she's going to perform.
Yeah.
So,
I love Sam Briggs too.
mhm.
How amazing would it be if she did get a podium?
Yeah.
How old is she now? 44? No.
30. I'm going to say
Oh.
she's 38.
Really?
37?
Oh. I thought she was older
38.
than that.
I don't
In
know.
any case,
Norm.
she is in any case she's a beast.
39.
39.
Wow.
That was pretty close. You guys
Mhm.
were both pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years off.
She's doing great.
That's awesome. What about the guys?
Mm.
Now that Frazier is out.
Well, there's always Noah.
No, yeah.
I
I
got
said
rid
no.
of his man bun, so
Yeah.
maybe
I
Scott.
said Noah too, and Norm was like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mhm.
I mean, Justin Medeiros,
Yeah.
he's there.
The Panchik brothers.
Yep.
That'll be
Right?
Yep.
Those
That'll be
guys
fun
are
to
really
watch.
cool to watch
Two of
too.
them, two of them made it. The third one sadly didn't. I wanted all three of them to be there.
Yeah.
But
I was telling Norm, isn't there sisters now too that were trying out for the games, or like they also do CrossFit?
younger ones, like teens.
Yeah. No, I don't know if they're teens. I swear I thought I heard somewhere that like the Panchik brothers had sisters who were also trying
I
for
think
the
they're
games.
younger.
Oh, okay.
fun.
I mean, I don't know. I just heard something and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
that's kind of cool.
yeah.
Like how many of there are them?
I think
Mhm.
5, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. Norm?
I could just be making this up.
I know. I mean, and I believe you because I have no idea.
Yeah, it's I do appreciate what the guys can do because they're great. But I'm just amazed by the women.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
women are, I have to say, more exciting to watch than the men because,
Mhm.
like, men are cool, but
It's
women,
like
women kick ass.
It's kind of like you already expect the men to be able to do it, right? And then like the women, like the way that they can just pound their bodies, it's
Yeah.
just amazing.
I agree. Yeah.
It's like strength.
So,
To go back to the Panchiks have Shayna Panchik.
Shayna Panchik.
So they got
Oh.
one sister.
How old is she?
27.
27.
She didn't do
Yeah.
the Open this year,
Oh.
but she did it on the 2019.
Okay.
To go back to the Panchiks have Shayna.
Oh wow,
Panchik.
that's impressive.
That's pretty good.
So they got
Yeah.
one sister.
How old is
Fit
she?
family.
Yeah.
27. She didn't
The
do
whole
the
family of
Open this year,
CrossFitters.
but she was
Just
a
like-
basketball player at Mount Union University.
Okay.
It's like
She got
Sydney Wells.
661st in the
Mhm.
US.
Yeah, I did not know that Brooke had a twin sister.
Oh, yeah.
I had Norm was telling me the other day, I was like, what?
She ran track at Mizzou.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if they'll like if they switch spots like to do stuff. Gabby's like, you would do that? I was like, yeah. If I had a twin sister, hell yeah.
They're twins, but they definitely do have different
Well,
faces.
that's what he said. He's
Yeah.
like, well, they don't look like they're not identical twins.
Mhm,
Like they're
right.
just, I'm like, if I had an identical twin, let me just tell you,
Right.
it would be super fun.
Right.
This year at school, because of COVID, they had twins and siblings, Irish twins as well, in the same classes. So it was like less exposure
yeah.
for their household. And I will admit, my identical twins, I was like,
I have no idea.
You there?
Yeah.
Please.
You should be
turn
like, can
that-
you put your initial on your mask so
Well,
I can tell?
a lot of times I'll be like, have the same first initial.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's
Okay.
cute, right? So they, I will
She's
admit
like, "That's cute."
in particular, there was one class of 4th grade where they looked so similar. And I was like, I need to be better about this. Like,
yeah.
that's kind of rude, like not to know somebody's name. So,
But it's hard.
I tried so hard and I was not good at it. And
Yeah.
that's a goal of mine to work on.
Yeah.
No fights at the CrossFit Games.
No fights. Tell twins.
Learn,
Identical twins. It's hard though. Like
is.
I actually have some cousins who are twins, who are identical twins.
Mhm.
And when they're separate, I don't know who is who.
Yeah.
But when they're together, I can tell because one of them is just a little bit taller than the other one. And like they have like very minimal different facial features. But if they're separate, I have no idea who's who. Like, but when they're together, I'm like, oh yeah, you're Matt, you're Jade.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't. I'm glad I don't have twins. I would be like, you, come here. You, come here. I don't know your name, but come here. You're A and you're B. And then you might be B tomorrow and you might be A tomorrow. I don't know. Just come
Right?
here.
Like switching them at birth. Like, oh,
right? Be like, oh, crap. That's not your name.
right. Like maybe Mary Kate was actually supposed to be Ashley and Ashley was actually
They're
supposed
not
to be Mary
identical though.
Kate.
They're fraternal.
Well, they
They look identical.
identical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So they would actually be you could blood test that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But with identical twins, they have all the same stuff. So like
Right.
if you're an identical twin, you could go murder somebody and be like,
that
them.
one did it.
Wow, you took
That
to the
just went
extreme.
real dark.
Right
Yeah,
here.
she got not like, oh, you can go like, take classes for each other. Like, oh, you can go murder somebody.
And then be like, oh,
take
that
a
was
class,
my twin.
murder,
It's
whatever.
all the same thing. Who
Well, who cares?
cares?
They're not going to test your DNA if you take a class for them, but you murder someone. They're going to be like, they're going to be looking for stuff.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh,
Yeah, and
my
not be like,
gosh.
oh, did you drool on your with number 2 pencil? Like
Yeah.
they're not
That's true. Yeah.
testing that.
Oh my god.
Good
I don't
point.
think.
Good point. Good point.
I mean, I don't know from personal experience or anything.
Yeah.
You had a
Sure.
twin, didn't you? That's why she doesn't have one anymore.
Smell something.
Oh, she's like, I smell a secret.
I don't have a twin
Anymore.
Anymore. I
You-
feel like for the men too, it's actually gonna be more exciting this year because Fraser's not just gonna like steal the show and like, there's gonna be some guys
It'll be
fighting for
interesting
it.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how the men do this year
Yeah.
without Fraser around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I have high hopes for Vellner. I really enjoy him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He also just makes me laugh. So there's that. Brett Fikowski's back for the
He
first time,
is.
like since
He made a huge comeback.
Yeah, he made
Yeah.
a huge comeback, and he had gotten cut, him and Vellner, pretty early
Yeah.
in 2019.
Yeah.
I'm excited there's not cuts this year. Last time we were in Madison, it was
Oh,
cut down
that's
to 10
right.
so
they
early.
had that big, huge cut right in the beginning.
They
yeah.
did.
Right.
They did.
Yeah, they had first cut, second cut, and a third one, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that they're not doing that. I like seeing everybody the
Yeah.
whole weekend.
Yeah.
Just, as a personal
Strengths and weaknesses.
fan.
Everybody has something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chandler Smith, I like him.
Me too.
Yes.
I would love to see him podium.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I would love that too.
Me too.
He's so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He is
I follow him on Instagram and I like always look at his videos. I'm like, look at that. Like he's just, I don't know. He's just awesome. I love watching him.
Yep, I agree with that. He like whenever I would watch the semifinals, like he would be the one guy that I would want to watch. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, next one, next one. Okay, oh wait, Chandler Smith, got to watch him.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I mean, and there's also BKG. He's consistently consistent.
Yeah,
It's CrossFit all about, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he'll be there. I think he'll do well. He's at Podium before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot
Jeffrey
of
Adler
opportunities.
will be there. He was, 5th last year.
Yeah. A lot of opportunities.
Yeah. I'm just excited to just be with everybody too. Like there's a lot of us going
There is a
from
big
Caliber.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just super excited to hang out and watch the games, drink some Zevia. How many Zevias did we drink, Vino, when we went? I feel like every time we passed that Zevia tent, we were like, oh, well, just take one. Oh, we'll grab another. Because they were for free. They
Yeah.
were giving them out.
Mm-hmm.
The first
And they
few-
weren't saying, oh, there's a limit. You can only have one.
They do that with Fit Aid. They give you a
Love Fit
wristband and it has little tabs. But the first few years, they didn't do that. They just handed out whatever.
Well, the Fit Aid is expensive. So now they're like, we're not going to do that.
Mhm.
Love
It
me
is
some
expensive.
Fit Aid.
Yeah, me too.
Love it.
Yeah. But the Zevia that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of it had caffeine in it. So we were wired
Oh,
Mhm.
sure. Especially
Yeah.
if you're just drinking it all day.
all day long in the
Yeah.
sun, baking in the heat. Having people bump into you.
I'll check myself this year. Probably. I have a plan for us
Yeah.
to sit in somewhere where I won't have to be rude to people.
Well, I'm just going to
And-
make our shirts that say, actually, I do mind.
Okay. I can't wait. So I'll behave myself. I have
So for everybody who doesn't know the story, I'm going to tell it because it's so great. Honestly, it is super funny. So we're at the games. Have you heard this story?
Oh, yeah.
We're at the games and so they have these breaks in between the events so the athletes can go through the tunnel in between us. So they stop all the traffic. And so people can't go on the field, so they come up and around onto the bleachers. So there's this big huge train of people coming through these bleachers. And we're all standing there. And we've had our spots. We've been there all morning, all
and
day.
there's events going on that
Yeah,
we're
and there
trying to
are
watch.
events that we're trying to look at.
Right.
And these people just are cutting in front of us, coming through. So this one guy comes through and he's like, I'm sorry, excuse me, do you mind? And at this point, Leanne had just had enough. And she was like, actually, I do mind. And he kind of looked at her and he was shocked that she's like, well, you asked me, I do mind.
Right.
And then he said something, and then his girlfriend said something, and I was like, well, maybe if you got here earlier, like the rest of us did, you wouldn't have to do this. And she called me a bitch, and then she kept going, and I was like, hey, this is not my, so Leanne started it, but I finished it because I was.
Sounds about right.
I
It
didn't
sounds about
start
right.
anything. He asked me.
He did, yeah.
And I answered.
But it was
And
rude.
he didn't like my answer, so
Yeah.
then he thought I was rude.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So the way that, the reason you sit in those seats is because, like Christina was saying, it's the entrance and exit of where the games
With
athletes
athletes come out. So
come
you
in
can
and
see
out.
them.
So you can see them, you can high five. It's a
Right.
great place to sit.
Right.
However, with that being said, is people, because the athletes need to come in and come
Mhm.
out, they close it right during the final heats.
Yeah.
So that's what you usually want to watch, because that's usually where the names
The
of people
big-
you
yeah.
know are. So you want to watch
Mhm.
those heats. That's usually your people that are, placed higher. So then you have these people who don't want to wait for them to open this gate
Gate.
back up, and
Yeah.
they're just walking in front of you, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch this.
And it's not just one or two
Little
or
brat.
three people.
I told you this is my Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sit
Actually,
down.
I do mind.
It's 30, 40 people walking in front of you too. So it's a ton of people.
Right.
So you're standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. It's what the fuck?
Right.
Just wait.
Wait,
Wait 5 more minutes
Yeah,
and then
and
you can get through.
I don't need your sweaty body touching me.
Yeah,
either.
that's
Sit
true.
down.
Yes.
I feel like it's this scenario where we've talked about this before. Christina's the scrappy one. She'll finish the fight. Leanne will start it. I will punch somebody and I
And
will
run.
run away.
Well, screaming, oh my
Because-
God, what did I just do?
Because Christina
Guys, I just punched someone.
exactly, because I know Christina will be the one to finish it. So I can just run away.
She's gonna run. Leanne's gonna start. Megan's gonna punch, and then I'm gonna have to finish the fight. So okay, so
Exactly.
now I know
We're
how
not
this is
getting
gonna go.
You guys, we're not going to get in any fights. I have a plan.
No.
We're just going to sit a little bit lower down.
All
So
right.
these people are walking behind us, and some other assholes are going to have to deal with them. We're going to just take ourselves out of the equation. We're just
Yes.
going to sit a little lower So they walk
So
behind
they walk
us.
behind us.
There's not going to be any fighting or throwing down.
I appreciate the drama-free
Yes.
CrossFit
We're not getting
Games
kicked out of
experience.
there either.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
we
I
can't-
definitely don't want to get kicked
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
We're learning from our experiences and we're growing.
This will be my
We're
first
gonna be
year.
adults.
Yeah, this will be
We're
my
gonna
first
do-
year going, so I appreciate the drama-free.
We're going to show
Really
you the way.
do.
Yeah. I'm still getting shirts made. Actually, I do
Please
mine.
Please do. I will buy that shirt. Actually, I do
Actually, I
mine.
do mind. Yep.
Don't
that's
ask if you
gonna
don't
be
want to know.
the phrase of the games. Gabby's always, I remember Mino's face when I said something to that guy. He's like, oh, shit. Here
Well-
we go.
Well, Lauren looked over at me and she was like, I didn't expect you to be the one that started a problem. And I was
Yeah.
like, he asked.
He asked, yeah. So it's not like you started it. He started it by
There
being
we go.
rude.
Truth hurts.
So whatever. His problem.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Tia, Haley, and then I don't know who.
I know.
Cara Saunders? I don't know.
I would hope.
Annie?
I would hope. This is all. This is it. Like,
Katrin?
I want all of them to win.
I'm gonna say Tia, Haley,
Brooke Wells?
Katrin. Tia, Haley, Katrin. That's just my personal pick, but
What about
I-
Carrie
yeah.
Pierce?
no.
You want to know? You want to know why? Because you want to know why? Because Haley is like, oh no, that happened last year. I'm not letting that happen
Right.
again. That is
Right.
exactly why
She was so close. Yeah, she
I
should have been
know.
on that podium
Yeah.
last year. Yeah.
definitely. I like Tia, Haley, and gosh, I don't know. That third,
Yeah.
I want everyone.
I know.
I would.
They're all gonna
I
be
would
so
love-
good.
I would love Cara Saunders.
I would love Amanda Barnhart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Amanda
Or
Barnhart.
Bethany Shadburn would make me really happy there
Yeah.
too.
I think Cara Saunders. She's been fighting. She has been.
Yeah.
She has been wanting that podium spot for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I know she's had it in the past, but to come back after
To come
being
back
mom,
and get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
why I
super
like,
cool.
I'd like that for Annie too.
mhm,
Yeah.
she's made a huge comeback too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
And my top three are Tia, Haley, and Katrin.
Yeah.
Didn't I already say mine?
Tia.
I said Tia, Haley, and then what did I say? Like 16 other names.
Yeah. You need one. You need your third.
Let's go with Brooke Wells.
Okay.
Let's training with Tia.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's
true.
yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Tia, Haley, and Cara.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
I think that's what I first said.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? I thought you said Annie.
No, when I
No,
don't know,
she
I
changed
cycled
it.
through.
She
like
cycled
16
through.
names.
Oh, okay.
Third
She
time.
had 9 people standing on the third place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be
Maybe there'll be a
wrong.
9-way tie.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe our first two are wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the other way.
Oh yeah, maybe
I
our
would
first
love.
two might be
I
wrong.
would-
Yeah.
I would- it's like I just want to see a bunch of people up there.
Me too.
A
Yeah.
bunch.
I think it's
All-
just gonna be
all
so.
deserving.
I feel like
There's a bunch of strong.
maybe they'll just be super close.
Well, what about the Mal O'Brien girl?
I know. I think she needs.
That's what you think, Norm?
I think
I
now,
think-
You know, you too?
Yeah.
I think she needs another year.
Yeah.
I think she needs another year. She's coming.
I don't know if
in-
anybody told her that though. You know,
I don't know who
young
she
and
is.
fearless,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know who she
These-
is.
These. Oh man.
I know. Sorry, guys. I failed you.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is.
Mal's on my podium.
Is she on your podium? What are yours?
Tia, Cara, Mal.
No, Haley Adams.
No, Haley.
Adams.
Come on.
Yeah, he said
You know?
that from the
Not
jump.
the new wave, but Tia, Haley, now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some youngsters.
Yeah.
They just come up so fast.
I think Mallory might, not that she would be intimidated, but I think she needs to learn a little bit before getting on that podium spot. There's 15 events. She did well with the 5 events that she had to do at the semifinals. But
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
yeah,
I remember we watched it. We
Mhm.
watched her on one of the videos. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember now.
yeah. I think it would be absolutely amazing
Yeah.
if she would absolutely be deserving of the spot, but I think she needs another year or two.
Yeah.
before.
That volume of that games. Can you imagine what
No.
that feels like?
No, I don't want to imagine. what it feels like.
Told you 5 workouts.
When you guys just did the quarterfinals?
Yeah, that was enough.
Yeah.
That was enough.
death.
So.
Do we do our men podium?
Oh yeah. I don't really know a lot of the men right now, so I can go just based off of like who I know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Noah, Chandler, and one of the Panchicks. There's 2 of them, right?
2 that are going to the games.
I don't know.
Older
of
one
them.
or younger one?
Older.
Scott.
There we go. Those are my picks.
God, I don't know. Number 1, I'm gonna say Justin Medeiros.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe I would like, I'm just going like with what I would like. I would like Chandler Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also would, I don't know, let's go with Vellner.
Okay.
Oh man.
She's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I can picture Justin making it to the podium.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I watched him a little bit in the semifinals that he went up against with the other guys. And I don't know. I think it's not that he lost his spark, but in a way it kind of looked like he was there to compete, but I kind of got the feeling that he was like, well, I'm just going to win anyway.
Oh,
Overly
like he was
confident.
super cocky.
Yeah. And not
Or
even just
you
cocky,
just don't
but
like his
he
hair.
just
I will tell you, I don't particularly care for him.
I don't care for
I
his
don't care for
Yeah, I don't care
him.
for his hair. I don't know. I don't know enough about him.
I would love both Panchik brothers.
Yeah, that would
And
be
then
cool.
Chandler Smith.
There you go. So are those your top 3?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want
In what order?
I don't want Justin.
In what order?
Older brother, Chandler, younger brother.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
That's I like it. That's going to be interesting. I think the guys are going to be super interesting. And then the girls are just going to be super close.
I know.
Between everybody.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
And you guys go when? Wednesday?
What Tuesday night?
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday night after coaching.
Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Yep.
see you Thursday.
We'll be there all day.
Well, I mean, Wednesday is only the one event.
Right.
but whatever. And I mean, how much are we going to be able to see when they're in the water?
Right.
And
That's
paddle-
right. That's the water
Swimming
one, right?
and paddling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming a long distance, paddling even longer.
Right. But whatever.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yep.
Exciting.
Maybe go check out. We'll see if the vendor village is open or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
If not, just go eat some cheese curds.
Mm-hmm.
and call it a day.
go get some new Glarus.
Maybe do some running for my challenge.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I know. I was telling Bino, I was like, we're gonna have to run while we're there because I'm probably not gonna hit 50 miles.
Well, let me just tell you, don't go running all up on that lake because you're gonna get some mosquito bites that
Oh gosh.
look like a
Mm.
disease. I was not okay after that, and then I've never worked out there again ever since that first year.
Do you guys plan
Good
on
to
like
know.
trying to work out like at like a gym or working out at all?
Probably not.
I asked Arnell and Leanne if they go to any gym up there, and they're like, "No, we
Megan was
go to watch." I'm like, "Oh."
Megan was like, "Oh, we're gonna go see some gyms," and Arnell and I were like,
I mean, if you want to go, I'll go with you.
Okay, well,
I think it'd be cool. Like we talked about it last year and then we just never did
Yeah.
it. But I was like, it might be cool to go do a workout at one of the gyms that are there. Like there's a bunch that offer like some drop-in specials and
mhm.
"Yep,
you know, you'll get a t-shirt and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
right."
that might be
I just
cool.
never in all my past years going there. There was never time, which seems crazy because you're like, how's there not time when you're sitting and
Well, because
watching?
you have to get there super early to get your spot. I remember I was telling Bino that, like, I was like, if we're gonna run, we got to do it early because you know we're gonna have to be there early to get like you know our spots.
And then you're sitting out in the heat all day and you're
Yeah.
hot and you're tired and you're exhausted. And I don't know. I was always just like, there was nothing I ever wanted to miss
Yeah.
because I just get too excited
Yeah.
to watch all of that. And I was like, all right, Arnell always says take a week off, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's your week.
Yep. There it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah. True.
So
I mean, I will definitely be running though. Probably.
get it, girls.
I still have a lot of miles, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll
Mhm.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for this episode.
Awesome.
What do we think?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Better than I was like, oh, it's just a normal conversation.
Right. Well, that's kind of how we want it to be. Just
Yeah.
normal, like not stress. I mean, obviously we have things that we want to talk about, but it doesn't have to be like, okay, let's go down this list and we're going to like be super strict about it and whatever. So
Yeah.
it was good. I like it.
Tia
Norm?
unanimous across the board. Tia number 1.
Yeah.
All of us said Tia number 1.
Yeah.
Tia's number 1.
What if she's not though?
And
That
I think
would be
Haley.
crazy.
Then I think Haley would be up.
Right. I agree.
I know.
Here
Okay.
we go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you're watching, thanks for listening. If you listened, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.